Hello everybody, welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, bringing you the first match of the semi-finals for the evening. It's the most wanted list. We're into the semi-finals. It's Equilibrium up against Saint Dynasty in this best of three. Let me just get us into the coin toss and get some action going here, right? So let's go with Saints with heads or tails called. Alright, so we're just going to wait for Saints to call it. They were the first team to fill into the lobby, so we're just going to wait for Saints to call heads or tail. What is this Saints Dynasty up to here? Waiting for their captain to call heads or tails. Do they know? Heads or tails? Alright. So we see this. Okay, so right, so it's tails. And we're gonna go into the left or right. Forgive my spelling. Well, for once, Shady, I wish I could show you the camera that it did land on tails. But sadly, I don't have the camera that can tilt down to show you what's happening on my desk in front of me. But it is tails for once. Doesn't really land onto tails very often. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I will put up the poll very shortly, right? My apologies, right? But as the teams get through and they're switching sides, I think Saints want to go first. But anyway, let's get through to the bands. So it's Saints with the bands. Right, so Saints we'll have the first two lobby bans, and for those of you who are new to this, I'll just get the quick explanation going. Since we don't have a tournament lobby available, we go through two lobby bans and then into the normal drafting phase or banning phase, right, shall we say, and we carry on through with that. It just makes sure that we have that full total of 10 bans going. So this is the first of the two semi-finals. It's going to be Saint Dynasty up against Equilibrium. And so let's get EQ's bans in. So we've got Chip and Badung as the bans coming out from Saint Dynasty. And what will Equilibrium respond with? They're going for their, well, maybe for their typical, their usual bans. We know they do like to ban out Matilda. I wonder if they're going to be doing that in the game. Oh no, they go for two very good bans there. CC and Gatto. So it's Badang, Chip, CC, and Gatto. I'm just going to tell the teams now that we're starting now. Alright, so good luck, have fun, and we're into the game. We're going to go. But as I get the polls up for you guys. in the meantime. This is a best of 3, unlike the previous matches, the previous rounds. This is going to be the first round where it is a best of 3 here in the most wanted list. So who will win? Will it be Saint Dynasty? Or will it be Equilibrium? This, if you're wondering, is actually a repeat of the last year's MSA Cup finals. So, you know, it's 2 teams. They're really used to winning. They're really used to doing well. Going head to head this time around in a semi-final. So a match worthy of a finals in the semi-finals. This is going to be an absolute cracker.
Magic is my life.
Alright, so the bands coming through for both teams. It's going to be the Louis and Harith band coming out, as well as the Joy for the side of Equilibrium. So Equilibrium with the final band of the first round. That responsibility falling to Velocity Z, going for the Lucas band. So far, I wouldn't say really any target bands, like for instance the Granger pick, or like hard focusing certain choices that as we know, certain players from both teams love to play. Just focus or target banning them there. They're just going for removing as much of the very potentially dangerous meta picks as possible. As we see St. Dynasty's Joe going for the Granger pick. We know how good he is on that Granger, having featured him or seen him do some amazing things, including a Savage in the most wanted list on that Granger. Velocity going for the Kalia pick, which has been proved to be quite deadly in his hands. Lindo as well, going for that Hayabusa. Crazy Hayabusa plays we've seen from Lindo. Well, it looks like Bombardiro, Crocodiro, locking onto the Suyu, with Yassi picking up the Sicilian. Suyu, a monster of the early game, a monster of the mid game, a monster of the game as a whole, in general. And Sicilian, well, we all know Sicilian, almost like an auto win condition right now. It's just an amazing mage, has the full round of skills that you require. Yassi picking that up, and Super Shady with the final pick in the first round of the drafting phase, going for his signature Moskov. Moskov can be quite deadly, especially to a Granger, because he has that mobility, the dash skills to get out of the way of that first skill from the Granger. Though once it hits towards level 4, things might change a little bit there. But Moskov providing Equilibrium with this ability to both team fight potential from across the map, split push potential. Absolutely beautiful pick in there. Hylos and Zushin as the final 2 bands coming out from both teams. As we're looking at EQ's XP laner, going for the Hilda, which Hilda is extremely annoying, but it looks like Mimic is about to pick up, in my opinion, what is the most broken hero after this round of the updates. This is just gonna be nuts. This glue, I don't know how are they gonna be dealing with this. They've got one final pick. It's Juju MC. He could go for the Faramus pick. I mean, Faramus is Juju MC's, or used to be one of his signature picks, and that's a hard glue counter. I wonder if he's thinking about that, or if he wants to go for a bit of a nuke potential here, maybe with a bit of safety, as it just wants to maybe outrange the Sicilian a little bit. But I was thinking it might be that time to see Juju MC on that Faramus. Because that, you know, once glue hits that split form, and Faramus hits what was it, his first skill, it just amplifies the damage. And once Faramus is like up to full build, I mean, you can almost one-shot a glue like that. It's a bit nuts. But anyway, into the game we go. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday evening. Thank you for tuning into Waylander Gaming here to watch us stream the first of the best of 3 semi-finals. It's Saint Dynasty up against Equilibrium. Hope you got your votes in there to vote for who's your favorite, who's gonna take this W in the first match, who's gonna be drawing first blood. Oh, and if you haven't already, please smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Okay, so into the game we go. It's gonna be the new looking map. Actually, once the screen loads itself out. Yeah, there we go. It's the new looking map. We do have a couple... Okay, glue is moving now, right? I was just wondering. As you can see, the screen says, Ninjas, assemble! Kind of a little bit like a comic book style there with the Avengers assemble. But anyway, we see both the jungles beginning on the same side of the map. This time round, Velocity is opting to allow Faster to do the wave clear all on his own, and then just helping Lindo clear out his jungle nice and early. I suppose strategy here would be to get Hayabusa to his level 4 as quickly as possible. Well, obviously that would be a strategy, because they want to try and do a mini invade, but nice camp out here from the side of Equilibrium. Oh, look at that! They forced the flicker out. It's going to be Lindo. He's trying to force something out. Doesn't have the shadow kill. Dances back to safety. But oh my goodness. Stoner and Yassi almost combining there to take down Velocity. He is trying to heal back up here. Meanwhile, we are watching a battle of the gold lanes. Joe against Super Shady. The question, I think, on everybody's mind is, who is the number... Oh, look at that. Beautifully done from Lindo. It's going to be First Blood in the river. And through all of this, if you look at it, the Little Wanderer only went down now. Oh, looks like Equilibrium on the hunt. Are they going to go for the glue? They know he doesn't have that level 4 just yet. They're trying to get as much of the gold farm as they possibly can. Don't want to force anything onto a glue, knowing that glue is just an absolute nightmare to deal with at this moment in time. So it's Camilla going to do the scouting. Glue will try to get that level 4. The turtle will be up very shortly. Camilla just trying to remove a bit of vision there, but look at the aggressive play from Lindo. He knows that there's going to be a bit of delay before the turtle starts, but Juju MC, clever play, goes in with the nukes onto Joe. It is going to be Juju with a pick-off kill there. What a beautiful rotation. The Spear of Destiny does land. It's going to be Hayabusa. He gets stunned up though. He gets the shadow kill off in time, manages to get the kill. Hot steps himself to safety. What fast fingers in there as we see Hilda just dancing around, bonking everybody on the head as she goes in for a double kill underneath the turret. My goodness, what an execution there from Equilibrium around this objective. 5-0 in the early game, picking up a, what is that, 2.5k gold lead, going for the invade, feathered airstrike. Kamala goes down. Lindo into the mix. Does he really want to contest for us though? As we see Bombardio pulling that small putting that blue buff towards his side. Lindo not even caring, going in there. There's the chase onto Joe. It's clear underneath the turret. Oh, Lindo gets the shadow kill off. Does he have the damage though? He's gonna try to dance away. Oh my goodness. It's Faster coming into the mix there, just managing to get the kill. He's going to get caught out. There's the Sanguine Claws into the Bass Feast, but Kalia just zoning both the Sicilian and Camilla away so that Juju MC can just walk it off. Oh, there's the engagement. It's going to be feathered airstrike into Tsunami Slam into back to the base you go. Oh, look at the damage coming through Moskov. Now with a tail between his legs, he's got that farm on his side team, giving him a lot of support in this early part of the game here. He's got 4 assists already. I mean, I'm sure he would have been hoping to get a couple kills, but I mean, assist is alright. You still got that moment in time where you're going to be marching through and carrying the game for your team once you get into the gold lane. That gold lane buff. Oh, look at this once more. There's a feathered airstrike. There's the stuns come through underneath the turret. It's Joe trying to fight for his life, but he's going to get taken down. The Cursed Blood is here. It does land only onto 1 this time around. It's going to be Hayabusa into the mix. Kalia taking a lot of damage, but she just sustains through it all. As Saints, they're on the hunt here, but they can't seem to manage to catch anybody. Oh, there's the shutdown. Suyu with a kill underneath the turret there. Is he going to go in for more? There's the stun coming through. Are they going to go for the chaser to Moskov? No. Kalia is there to zone everybody away. Besides, the second turtle of the game is up. Right now, we're looking at 10-1 in Equilibrium's favor, showing why they are considered to be the best of the of SA. There's a shadow kill coming out there, but Suyu managing to pick up that turtle, trying to reduce the gold deficit somewhat. It is about 2.5, 2.6k in the favor of Equilibrium. So St. Dynasty, even though they lost quite a few kills, maintaining that the distance, the gold gap, shall we say. There's a lot of pressure going into the mid lane. Sanguine Claws comes out here, but the wraparound play is in from Equilibrium. Oh, look at the knock-up from Velocity. There's the Cursed Blood, and there's nobody there to really follow up. The Bats Feast is out, but look at Hilda. She's just tanking through it all. Meanwhile, Glow manages to get that split into the back line. It's a nothing-for-nothing exchange right now, except for the fact that Lindo has decided that he wants to take down this turret, almost taking down the mid lane turret. Clever plays from all the players across the map there. There's the engagement onto the Camilla by the Hilda, but Camilla manages to get back to the safety of in between the tier 1, tier 2 turrets. Hilda sticking around, wants to turn around, do something, knows that she can tank through it all. So not really stressed out a lot here. Oh, look at this. Sicilian getting, it's Hilda as a one-man army anti the turret, manages to get the kill. There's the Spear of Destiny. The nuke's coming in with the feathered airstrike from above. They take down 2. It's Camilla with 1 HP underneath the turret. And Farsa's like, you're not gonna get away. We're gonna take you down. So another 3 kills going the way of St. Dynasty at this moment in time. We are watching Kalia and Hayabusa chase down the Glue, but Glue, well, we know Glue is just going to be able to get himself out of pretty much any situation. Ooh, look at that, the stuns onto Suyu, and Hilda is just dishing the damage on. Oh, but it's a shutdown. Suyu goes in 2v1, gets the kill, but clear with the knock up there. Wow, what a play from Velocity. There's going to be the shadow kill coming out, but the damage is being split between the 2. Oh, killing spree for the Farsa. Feathered airstrike, beautifully executed there. There's the Cursed Blood, but only lands onto 1. It's going to be clear. She turns around. Oh, the nice dodge there from Granger, but he gets taken down by the Hanzo. I mean, from the Hayabusa, and that's going to be yet another round of kills going the way of Equilibrium. They'll pick up 3. It was a 3-for-1 exchange overall, and this should be third and final turtle. 3 to them. Mid lane turret being pressured in here. Ooh, nice wave clear between Sicilian and Suyu. There's just action all the way around. There's a shadow kill onto Yassi here. Oh, the team comes through and Stoner on the Camilla, just making sure Sicilian does stay safe. There's a chase on in the meantime. Oh, the stun does come out. They cancel off Farsa's feathered airstrike. Glue into the mix. He is trying to get something going. He is going to get nuked up here. Manages to pull back onto Juju MC, but the team not there to follow up to do any amount of damage. Has used the split, so he's going to try to escape here. Oh, there's the Tsunami Slam. They managed to lock down the Glue. They take him down. Meanwhile, Hayabusa on the hunt for the Granger. There's the shadow kill. There's the pick off. Monster kill for Lindo on the Hayabusa. Well, Moskov should be able to eat up this mid lane turret really quickly. As Yassi tried to get a bit of a defense in, but has to worry about the Hilda coming in from all sorts of angles. Ooh, he's going to get the shadow kill off. I thought he was going to go for it, but I didn't remember. We just saw Hayabusa use the shadow kill a little bit earlier. Not giving the Suyu the time to take his blue buff. Suyu knows something's happening there. He's waiting for something to go on. He's uncertain where they should go in. There's the shadow kill. Who gets it? It's going to be Suyu. Manages to pick up his blue buff. Gets the red tree off. Oh, look at this feathered airstrike. With the amount of damage there onto the Granger. So without Glue being around, it is proving to be a little bit of a problem here for St. Dynasty. There's the knock up here onto the Glue. He does have that split out, but taken down before he could do anything. And Moskov really starting to hurt. We just get the bulls up really quickly. Moskov's completed the Trinity, or the Holy Trinity as we like to call it. There's going to be the Hayabusa. He is going in a little bit onto the Suyu, but opts from committing that shadow kill. Just trying to force everybody back, creating the space there. Nicely done by Equilibrium here, as they've created the space for themselves to take the first Lord off the game. So, a First Lord, completely uncontested, going the way of Equilibrium. They're trying to get into this, the mix here, maybe get a potential pickoff, hoping for a slight overextension. Suyu did trade that Lord for a push and managed to take down the top lane tier 1 turret. Oh, there's the shadow kill coming out. As Joe almost taken down but faster there just to finish the job up, as the Cursed Blood this time does manage to catch onto a couple of players. The counter engaged by Saint Dynasty as they take down 2. It's a 2-for-1 exchange. They are on the hunt. They need to stop Murderer as he's making his way down the mid lane. There's the Spear of Destiny onto the Sicilian. He's gonna be worried. Oh my goodness, it's Moskov into the mix. Moskov dishing out the damage. The stun is onto the glue. Split form out, but it's going to be on the lead. Oh, but the Sanguine Claws lands. What a combination there between the Sicilian and the Suyu. Nice fast fingers, but oh my goodness. Almost giving me a heart attack there, Suyu. Stunned up against the wall. Managed to get away. Sanguine Claws being thrown out. Granger, he's in the bush. Moscow sensing the opportunity to get another stun off. Is he going to be able to get it? Kamura trying to go in. Oh, the flicker play there from the hill. The turret with the kill. Kamura tried to do the defense, but getting zoned away as well. The Bat's Feast was committed, but not enough to save the Sicilian. As Equilibrium respawn into the mix, there's going to be the engagement from the Killia. There's the stun from the Moscow. Look at the damage. It's Suyu left by himself to try to defend us all. My goodness, the shields are popping. Well, left. I would like to say left, right, and center, but it was only top and center. So tier 3 started still standing. Hayabusa once more. Just with a bit of poke, just forcing everybody back. As Equilibrium go into that farming mode. For the next 1 minute, we will see them. Oh, there's going to be the Feathered Airstrike. Doesn't manage to catch up to too many this time around. Those Feathered Airstrikes from Juju MC have been absolutely on point this game. So the question to all of you viewers at home, who do you think is going to be picking up the MVP in this match? Will Saint Dynasty be able to pull one back? Will Equilibrium continue the dominance that they've been showing in the game so far and be able to end this out with the next Lord? What do you think? So once more, blue buff being taken away. Lindo is level 15. The next Lord is up. It is the 12-minute Lord though. It doesn't really make a difference right now. It's only the 18-minute Lord that causes a bit of consternation, a little bit of worry. So we are quite a few minutes away from that. We are at the 13-minute mark. But will we see Saints try to contest this? The waves are being pushed in by Equilibrium just to create that bit of advantage. Moscow starting this off. There's the Feathered Airstrike coming through. Oh, look at that. The Cursed Blood by Stoner does manage to catch onto a couple. Moscow throws out that Spear of Destiny, but the zoning is away. Oh, the concealed play there. There's the engagement. Tsunami Slam onto Yassi as Yassi's taking down Moskov. He's into the mix. He's just dishing it out. Look at the damage. My goodness. Faster there to follow up. It's a 3-for-0 exchange. And the Lord. Oh my goodness. Shadow kill goes out onto the Camilla. But nicely timed there by the Suyu. Gets the stun onto Hayabusa and gets the kill. Ooh, he'll die into the mix. Nice dash away. The stun comes out there onto Killia. Killia so low. The nukes there from Juju MC as he's hoping to just try and take this mid lane turret. Camilla comes in just to try to get the protection off. Killia has to escape. The full team for Saint Dynasty is into the mix. They are trying to protect the tier 3 turrets, but you gotta watch out for this Moskov. He gets the stuns off. He's doing so much damage. He takes down one. He manages to get back out. Super shady, being super on that Moskov. There's a reason why he's always banned. But everybody is really low, so I'm not sure if they can actually take advantage of this and take a tier 3 turret. So even with the Suyu dead, this might be a good solid defense from the side of Saint Dynasty. There is just one turret. Super Shady just trying to make sure that he gets at least one tier 3 turret. He does manage to do that. The nukes coming in here. Oh, they get another. The Lord is going to be in nicely timed here by Equilibrium. They've got the base wide open. The Lord is moving through. There's the Cursed Blood. Doesn't manage to catch onto anybody. Camilla trying to tank through all of this. The base is being locked onto Equilibrium. They've got this in the palm of their hand and they squeeze first blood out of this first game. So well done to them. Very dominant performance up against Saint Dynasty in the first game. Equilibrium picking up that first W. And what? For you Saint Dynasty fans, don't just stress. We are going into the second game. Will they have the opportunity to come back? Or will Equilibrium continue with this absolutely dominant performance here and clean sweep this semi-finals? This is the second game. This is going to be a do or die match for the side of Saint Dynasty. How are they going to draft? How are they going to respond to this? Let's get into the match to see. Okay, I think I'm creating the lobby. Let me create the lobby. Let me invite the people. Alright, so we're going to get everybody to swap across. Let me just tell them to join, yeah. Alright, so I think there's a little bit of confusion as to who's creating the lobby. But anyway, confusion sorted out, action continues. Alright, so as we wait for everybody to get themselves in to the lobby, we have our tournament organizer, the organizer-in-chief, the CEO, Mr. Wick with us here in the spectators lobby, as well as our referee for the evening, Angelic Fury, as we get the teams into the mix. And we're going to be doing the lobby bans. I'm just going to ask Angelic to do the lobby bans for me. Alright, so Angelic Fury will take us through the lobby bans, or at least get it typed out, and then we're going to get into the game. Oh, but my apologies to you guys in the chat. If I haven't been reading out and shouting out your comments. Now, multitasking is multitasking. Sometimes I get a little bit carried away and also very, very, very excited. It looks like Angelic doesn't want to do the lobby bans. So anyway, let me go to the lobby bans. It's going to be EQ with the bans. Okay, she sees the message now. She types in after me. It's either that or I can type faster than Angelic, which would just be a little bit sad because my fingers are so fat I shouldn't be typing fast at all. Oh, is Chemical here in the mix? Send him, let him come and join me. Alright, so it's Ilos and CC as the first two bands. And Saint Dynasty. How are they gonna respond? Saint Dynasty is waiting for them. They are considering what to go for here as the bands. It's going to be the Lu Yi, or Lu Yu, as they call it, and the Chip band. So, we've got our bands just to show to everybody. It's Hylos, CC, Louis, Chip. Good luck, have fun. And into the drafting phase we go. Alright, Kemi. Next time. Alright, so it's going to be Equilibrium with the first ban of the game. It is Juju MC with the first ban in the banning phase. What's he going to be going for? Goes for the Lucas ban. Lucas bans, every time I see a Lucas ban, I wholeheartedly agree with it. That hero has been causing problems in my life and I'm sure many other people's lives. The sustain, the damage, oh my goodness. He's just an absolute beast. And that pun was definitely intended because when he gets that beast form, oh my goodness. And it looks like there's going to be a Joy ban coming out from the side of St. Dynasty, respecting Lindo on the Joy. Velocity with the next ban here for the side of Equilibrium. Are they going to continue with these respect bans and these, well, meta bans? Or do they have a composition or strategy in mind? Let's get to see what's he thinking about right next. The Phoveus ban comes out. Are they thinking about picking up that Badang on the XP lane, possibly even in the roam position? Phoveus being banned out means Badang could definitely be on the offing. Do St. Dynasty realize this? Are they going to be banning out that Badang, knowing that Equilibrium do have the first pick?
Payback time.
Yeah. So I'll give Adriana a shout out there as he's screaming for it in the chat. What's up, my friend? I hope you're having a fantastic long weekend. Ooh, it was the faster ban coming up from St. Dynasty. Badang is still open. As we see Velocity, is he going for the Clear? Clear being open, Clear being picked. Clear is like a high mobility Atlas, in my opinion. Or actually, it's like a combination of a couple of different roamers into the mix there. Biasi sensing the opportunity to go for the Zushin pick, which could prove to be an absolute annoyance to the front line of Equilibrium. Stoner going for the Gatto with the Revitalize, no less. Hoping to sustain through quite a bit here. But right now, Gatto is a flex pick. Can be swapped out with the XP laner. But let's get to see. It's Super Shady and Juju MC. Though I think we will see at least one swap out, potentially. Let's get to see what they're going to be going for. The Eve picked. What a pick. And as we see the Badang, we saw the Phoveus, we knew the Badang was on the offing. So Super Shady picking up the Badang will swap out, obviously, with the XP laner. I can't say the XP laner's name because it's a gun. So we'll just call him a gun for the time being. My apologies. Juju going for the Eve pick. That was a very, very clever pick from Juju there. Eve is, in my opinion, a hard counter to Zushin. Because Zushin, as a mage, needs to be a little bit in your face in order to build those stacks up and get her lift, airborne lift. And there you've got Eve with the range of skills over the Zushin. And at the same time, can slow her down, can cause her to not be able to do what she really needs to do, which is have a little bit of mobility into the mix there. And as well as having that real world manipulation, gets the CC immunity. So good pick there on the Eve. Harith being available, the Moskov ban coming through, and Harith is in the equation. Will we see an Irithel maybe in response to the Harith? I don't know. As Joe picks up that Harith, a very, very, very strong hero. Bombardiro, Crocodiro, going for the Suyu once more. Did pick up the MVP, losing MVP for his team, but opting to stick to what has been working for him as an individual, at least anyway. As we see Lindo flashing around on that Fanny. Could be a good Fanny game here without the serious hard lockdown. Beatrix is into the mix here as well, yeah, could have been. Fanny is not a bad pick here, knowing that they've only got one pick left and they need some hard lockdown, some hard CC to deal with the Fanny. And Mimic is deciding to bring that hard lockdown into the equation with Ruby. Ruby has enough CC, enough AoE crowd control to keep the Fanny in position here. So Fanny won't just be able to dive into the backline, but it's going to be your XP laner with that ability. The early part of the game going to prove to be a little bit deadly. So it's going to be the Fanny up against the Suyu in the jungle. Suyu's gonna have to go for a bit of a safety first rotation here, in my opinion. But enough about my opinions. Let's get into the game. And also, let me hear from you guys. What's your opinion? Who do you think won the battle of the drafting phase? Will we see Equilibrium seal the deal, take this 2-0, or will Saint Dynasty be able to round this off and pick up a victory, take us into the third game? Like, I know a lot of people love to see that third game. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. CY Gaming saying, yeah, one of the requirements to join Equilibrium is skins. They do have some sexy skins. Alright, so into the game we go. So Vanny going for the blue buff. Will we see a potential early game jungle invade? I don't know. We might see this, but okay, I don't think so, because velocity is sticking around here, so no vision is being supplied. So I don't think we're gonna see that here. If the Kalia made the movement towards Saint Dynasty's jungle, then we know for certain there was gonna be an early jungle invade. Right. So quick rotation here by Saints all the way. Oh, it's going to be Kalia trying to get a scout out, but getting scouted out herself. But as we see the power of the Zushin, just one skill forces everybody away. You gotta be careful when it comes to that. So Fanny going into the mix. There's the knock up onto Deuce. So you take in a lot of damage. Revitalize comes in from the Gato. But Fanny, she can really start to hurt Kalia. Does have the mobility to escape. The shot comes out from Suyu. Are they going to go? Oh, Kalia with a flicker to safety. So Flicker being burnt out, lots of skills, a lot of fights happening around there. Lindo managing to get that gold crab. That was the whole fight around there. Which, I mean, just goes to show the level of these teams, the level of these players, the way they understand the game. Contesting for a small objective like the gold crab, understanding the importance of it in the early game there. Oh, there's the cutthroat coming out onto the Zushin. Zushin manages to survive this. Gato there just to try to protect, but look at this from this the Eve once again, just forcing everybody back. It's the recalls that had to come up from the side of Saint Dynasty, as Kalia is just scouting out there, giving the vision necessary for the team. Oh, but Harrod up against the Beatrix. Doesn't have the Zabin Force just yet, but he is going to be hurting. Once he gets that Zabin Force, it could prove to be very dangerous for the Beatrix. Meanwhile, we switch to the action here around this the turtle being delayed as long as possible. Suyu manages to, oh, look at that, they're going in onto the Zushin once more. It's gonna be the lift off underneath the turret. Will this be first blood? Oh my goodness, it's gonna be Gato who picks up the first blood. Zushin with the outplay manages to stay alive and take down the Fanny. So this is advantage the way of Saint Dynasty. They do have the opportunity to take this turtle as quickly as possible. You can see them trying to put the pressure on here, but Eve does have the real world manipulation. Is she gonna go in clear, trying to find the right angle, as we're watching Verdang try to get that first crack in there, but nothing doing. So Saint Dynasty drawing first blood and the first turtle, picking up a 600 gold lead. Rotation here from the Harrod. Harrod is being engaged upon, as we see he manages to get a bit of safety. Oh, Kalia with the engagement onto the Gato. Gato revitalizes himself. Could have been a little bit of an early revitalize, I would say. There's the knockup by the Kalia onto the Gato. Tsunami Slam grabs the Gato back into the round, but there's going to be the Avatar of God. He doesn't manage to catch. It's going to be the real world manipulation coming out as they do take down the Gato. It's Fanny into the back line, almost taking down the Suyu. Escapes with 1 HP, but the Zabin Force from Harrod forces everybody back. Everybody's so low right now. They're going to force to recall. But it was just a 1-for-nothing exchange. There's the first crack by the Ruby. She's going in, sticking around there is Murmic. Up against this Badang. He's forced to recall now. So it is going to be another 40 seconds until this next major objective, which will be the... the next turtle. We're just watching Equilibrium. Just try to put a bit of pressure here on putting a little bit of pressure here onto the XP lane. Whereas Saints, they're already in position to go for this next turtle, which is up in another 10 seconds. A nice camp out here from the side of Saints. Fanny is going in clear. Will they be walking into the danger? Yes, they do. There's the stun coming up. Fanny throws the cables, manages to get out. Clear with the knock-up onto 2. There's the revitalize. It's going to be the Avatar of Guardian onto the backline as we see Suyu dishing out the damage, trying to take down this. He manages to get Lindo's back into the mix. Does get a pick-off kill in return. It's going to be Harith with the Zabin Force dancing around, but Harith is going to get taken down. It's a 2-for-2 exchange so far. Gato is being hunted down. He's going to be the third, but oh, look at that from Badang. Managed to get the stun onto 2. The continuation of the fight, so it's a 3-for-2 exchange going the way of Equilibrium, and with that they've evened out the gold. It wasn't really a big gold lead, but it's still about 200 gold in the favor of St. Dynasty. But this is a very tightly contested second game. Badang once more with a stun onto the Ruby, but Ruby's just going to be swinging that scythe of hers around. Oh, Zabin Force comes out from the Harith. He's using this to clear the wave, but Equilibrium senses this as an opportunity to go in onto Joe there, but he's got the mobility to escape. The conceal play did come out from the clear, and he manages to get out a dodge there, does Harith. The Zabin Force will be up and available very, very soon. Zushin trying to get onto that Badang as we see Gato front lining. It's going to be the Tsunami Slam taking him underneath the turret. He did create space for his team, however, paid for it, but the third and final turtle going the way of St. Dynasty. Meanwhile, Fanny did use this opportunity to take the top lane turret, but is being engaged upon by the Ruby. The Cutthroat comes out. Fanny does have the energy to escape. Suyu goes in. Nice stun off here as Fanny is trying to use those cables to get back to safety. Does manage to do so. Nice energy management there from Lindo, getting a pick up all the way across the map. As we see Harith, he's going to be engaged upon here, gets the Zabin Force out, the stuns come through, it's going to be the Avatar of Guardian, not enough time to save the Harith. The follow-up is in there, Gato being picked up, locked down, knocked down, sent back to the base. That's a 2-for-0 exchange going the way of Equilibrium. As they continue with the pressure, taking down yet another tier 1 turret in this here, the gold lane side. So, Harith, from having a very strong early game, is being picked back a bit. Just taking a look at the gold right now. He's doing fairly decently on the gold. The gold isn't just his crazy advantage just yet. It's about just slightly over a 1k gold going in the favor of Equilibrium right now. But it's the map control that they've picked up. Oh, they see the blue buff available. They want to go in on the Fanny. Oh, it's the Armor Fended coming out. The shutdown kill. Nicely done there between Mimic and Bombardiro Crocodilo. Oh, as we see, the Zabin Force has been committed by the Harith. He's trying to dance away. There's the Avatar of Guardian. The real world manipulation comes out. But into that machine gun blast from Super Shady. He positioned himself so beautifully. It's a 1-for-1 exchange overall. The hunt is on. Zushin wants to try to do something. Ruby is there as Suyu sees the opportunity to try and take down the mid lane tier 1 turret. Could this be something? Fanny is into the mix. You gotta respect the Fanny. Fanny comes through. Suyu's like, wait. The Lord is up. We're gonna have to get out of the way as we see the sign on the screen. Madara has entered the battlefield. Kalia with the knock up here onto the Ruby. The Rocket Barrage comes out. The Armor Fender does land. That's focusing the skill here. Tsunami Slam does come out. Somehow Velocities he manages to escape. But Doug with the first crack forced away. St. Dynasty with a bit of an advantage right now to take the Lord. They have the position. But we do have Super Shady trying to scout out with that sniper rifle. With that gun of his. Rena is out there. They're trying to get the poke. Gato, will he take... Oh my goodness. Shot to the head there. It was Shady and Badara combining there to force Gato to recall. That was so much damage. Unbelievable. So the Lord is up. And once more, we're watching. This is how you know these teams are highly skilled. They're going in. There's the Arm Offended coming out from the Ruby. They're forcing Lindo to recall. Doesn't have the blue buff. Doesn't want to stick around too long. But this is how we know this is a really high-skilled matchup between two very, very good teams. The way they understand how to control the map. They're trying to force the opposition to make a mistake before this Lord. I mean, this Lord's been up for about a minute now, a good minute and then some. As we do see the engagement there, Ruby up against the Fanny. We are watching this battle in the mid lane. Fanny, we're going to have to recall once more. The same with the Ruby, I think, as things stand. They don't want to go for any forced plays. St. Dynasty being very, very careful. Equilibrium just moving as a four-man. But of a pack, they want to give Lindo the opportunity to push, but Dung with a nice angle here. Oh, there's the engagement onto Zushin. The follow-up, Ruby with the Arm Offended. They take down Fanny. This is going to be a good one for the side of St. Dynasty. This gives them the opportunity to take the Lord. They sense this. They know they can go in. Will Equilibrium even try to contest this? Because the Lord is doing a lot of damage. The Revitalize does come out from the Gato. They are forcing Equilibrium away. Nicely zoned. There's the engagement. Tsunami Slam. Rocket Barrage is there. The Zabun Force by the Harrod as he's trying to chase down this Eve. Eve just gets the real world manipulation, stays safe. Meanwhile, the fight is going on in the background. They are trying to engage. Oh, nice stun there from the Suyu as they take down yet another. It's a 2-for-1 exchange in the favor of St. Dynasty, but the Lord is with them, and they've got the mid lane turret. This is definite advantage St. Dynasty. They continue the engagement here with a bit of a jungle invade, but I don't know if you want to really invade up against a Fanny. The Lord is through here. They're hoping to take down possibly a tier 2, some tier 2 turrets, maybe a tier 3. The defensive game from the side of Equilibrium is going to have to be on. Ooh, that shot coming out from Suyu. Almost stealing the blue buff away from Fanny, but Fanny managing to secure that. Let me just get the bulls up and running. Madara being removed from the mid lane there. Double quick time by Equilibrium as I get the bulls up so we can see what everybody's cooking right now. Fanny going into the mix, manages to... Oh, that Arm Offended from Ruby is just countering the Fanny so impossibly hard. Oh, the Tsunami Slam, but onto the Gato, he pops the Revitalize, trying to get away there. It's going to get taken down with full combination from the side of Equilibrium. So far they've managed to protect the mid lane tier 2 turret, and well, I don't think they'd be too unhappy with the defense that they've mounted. Managing to protect the tier 2 turrets, just one falling. So, those of you tuning in, welcome to the stream. Oh, there's the engagement here. It's Fanny up against Ruby once more. Fanny running out of energy, has to recall. Doesn't want to stick around to try and deal with Ruby. So, the strategy from St. Dynasty proving to be quite an effective one. Fanny wants to go for the split push, and they're leaving Ruby to solo the Fanny in that 1v1 situation every time she pushes the lane. So another 50 seconds to go for the Lord, as Gato is just scouting out the bushes around the blue buff. The Retri did come out from the Fanny. Fanny once again clearing the wave. I am liking the strat from Equilibrium as well. Oh, there's the engagement here onto Mimic. Tsunami slammed into the back. He's taken down. There's the Avatar of Guardian. Manages to land onto a couple. But the Revitalize being popped as the team decides to disengage. They do see the Beatrix in the bot going for the split push here. They want to get this mid lane defended as well. They don't want to really go in without the Ruby being around. Because Ruby is that counter to the Fanny. Otherwise, they don't have the lockdown to deal with Fanny. Fanny going in there. Just teasing, trying to braid out some skills. As Yassi taking a lot of damage from Eve there. Is going to have to recall. I'm just watching this here. Do we need to get a bit of a pause? I think we do. It's Yassi looks like he's... lagging there at that moment in time. I'm just going to wait for the referee to find out what is going on, and then we'll know when to start. Alright, so we're just gonna wait to find out what's happening. But I think that Yassi might be dead from what we can see on screen. So we're getting the pause did come in here. We get the referees on point here to make sure that everything is a-okay and sorted out. But the advantage is on the side of Saint Dynasty. Even though they are a few kills behind, they do have a bit of a gold lead. They have the map control. But this lag could have caused a little bit of a reset for them. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too bad. But the positioning from the side of Equilibrium, they're putting on a lot of pressure there. So we'll wait to see what's happening. We do have a 3-minute pause. I think there is a bit of lag, but we'll find out shortly what is happening. So in the meantime, for those of you tuning in, I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you haven't already, press that like, share, and subscribe button. You really would be helping us out. As we are into the second. Okay. So we had a little bit of some disconnection problems. We will have everybody up and running and back into this a mix. But we should see that cutthroat coming out. Coming out very, very soon. But I was actually worried a little bit about Yassi there. Just from the way he was standing, looks like he could have been lagging out. So the player is almost back into the mix. I know we do have a 3-minute pause, but they're in communication with the referee and organizers. So we know they will be back with us shortly. In the meanwhile, if you haven't got your votes in, get your votes in. I'd like to see who you think is going to win. So far, 75% of the votes going the way of Equilibrium. And 25% to Saint Dynasty, maybe based on that first performance that we got to see from the first game. Thank you, Dr. Doom. We're working our way there, slowly but surely. We are. It's been a long grind, but without, as I always say, without the community, and we do have a really, really good community, we'd never be able to get anywhere. But thanks for the compliment, Dr. Doom. Okay, so there's the engagement. Crimson Lantern does come out. As I'm trying to see where my... Oh, there we see that it's going to be the Gatto taken down. As the real world manipulation comes in there, Putang does land that first check. There's the arm offended. Onto to 1. Do they manage to take anybody? Putang is going to get taken down. It's going to be the 2-for-1 exchange. The Zabin Force from the hell is just forcing everywhere. Once that Zabin Force lands, yeah, and if you don't have the lockdown, you don't really want to go in. Oh, Fanny trying to chase down. Gets the cutthroat onto Joe in the backline. Beautifully done there by Lindo. But meanwhile, we are watching Suyu try to chase down MC Juju. Kalia is into the mix. It's just the Ruby and the Suyu left alive. Can they stop this Lord from being taken? They need to buy another like 20 seconds or so. Can they do this? I don't know. With a Beatrix in the mix. Beatrix trying to get the zone on. There's the knock up. It's an army slam onto the Suyu. He does have the mobility. He does get out of the... It's going to be the Vitalize coming through. The Lord is so close to be taken down. I think Stoner was trying to get that Avatar of Guardian. But Equilibrium seizing the opportunity, taking the Lord. Mid lane turret. So this should even out the turrets in favor of Equilibrium with this particular Lord. They will try to get as many tier 2, maybe even a tier 3 turret with this particular Lord. Let's see how the defensive game works this time from the side of Saint Dynasty. So Lord charging up here. Harith just trying to block it off. wants to stop it from taking the tier 3 turret. There's the engagement. Tsunami Slam into that rocket barrage from the Beatrix. Harrod doing a good job melting down this Lord. Manages to protect the tier 3 turret. Meanwhile, there is the engagement. Fanny underneath the turret gets a kill, but it's going to be a return kill onto Juju MC here in the bot lane. Zushin trying to scoop somebody else up into the air. So it's a 1-for-1 trade-off so far. The battle here is between the Harrod and the Gatto as they try to defend this tier 2 turret in the mid lane. They're not really going to get it. Oh, Suyu. He saw that the energy was low. Goes in onto the Fanny. Fanny has to recall as well as Suyu. He's like, wait, I think somebody's coming for me. He has to dance back, but Dung was setting up to cancel that recall. So Suyu manages to get back to safety. So the tier 3 turrets still standing for both teams, though right now Equilibrium have a 1 turret advantage. This game's still on a knife edge, still fairly evenly balanced, as it has been from the first minute. Oh, there's a shot coming out there from Suyu. Knocker from Clear. Tsunami Slam. There's the barrage into the real world manipulation. Suyu is taking down the Avatar of Guardian. Comes in there. The armor fed the Zappin Force there from the Harrod. The rocket barrage once more as they're trying to CC everybody up. Gatto gets taken down. Harrod as well. It's a 3-for-0 exchange. Could this be that moment of implosion? They go in. They manage to stun up the Ruby. They take in the Ruby down. Ruby's trying to survive. It's going to be Beatrix taking down yet another. It's a 4-for-0 exchange. The pressure is on, but the waves are still far away. As Super Shady, he's into the base. He's just throwing out sniper shots left, right, and center. Zushin trying to force him back here. The wave is coming through. I don't know whether she can defend this wave. It's going to be another 20 seconds before the team comes in. They're chasing it down. It's going to be the base wide open. Could this be it? It's game, set, match time. The block is on. The recalls are there. They sense the victory. The first crack comes out. Gatto is in the base, but it doesn't matter. Game, set, match. Go in the way of Equilibrium. Then they march on into the finals. What a performance from them. Eve picking up the MVP there for the side of Equilibrium. But a good, strong team performance from everybody there. Well played to Saint Dynasty. They had that game. For a moment in time, I thought they were going to be able to take this all the way through to the end. But Equilibrium just changing gears and sorting things out there and getting back onto their usual track. They take this victory, but well played to both teams, giving us a highly, highly entertaining first semi-final. But with the first semi-final being done, it is only the first semi-final of the evening. Let's tune in, or stay tuned. We're going to get to see who is going to be the team that's going to be facing up against Equilibrium in tomorrow's grand final. Will it be Econ Province? Will it be Reverse Push? That's coming up next. So I just get the lobby created. We'll get the organizers and what am I doing? I'm versing the AI. Where is this? There we go. So we'll get the organizers in. We'll get the referees in. We'll wait for the teams to get ready. But we will have a small, very short break. So don't go anywhere. It'll just be a couple of minutes until we get everybody into the mix. And the team's ready. So I'm just going to get our pause screen up and running. We will be back with you shortly. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching so far. Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We do apologize for a little bit of the delay. We have the teams in the mix there. They have done the coin toss. Thanks to Wick and Angelic Fury. We do see the bands coming out here. It's going to be the Joy Granger, Camilla Florin, and I'm joined by Shroomzy to cast this next semi-final match. How are you doing, Shroomzy?
Always good, always good. I mean, we just had a killer match of Equilibrium versus Dynasty, and I'm looking forward for another banger of a match. Even maybe we see the game 3 coming up. You never know.
Yeah. These are two very strong teams. Fairly evenly matched, so it's difficult to pick between the two of them who you think's going to go for it. Though the votes are going the way of reverse push at this moment in time.
Magic is my life.
It all comes down to the draft, to be honest. I mean, the draft is, of course, 70% of the game. The execution is the rest. So, two strong teams. It all depends on the counter picks, the respect bans, and, of course, drafting overall. But Harris being the first ban to the side of reverse push is very, very interesting. Definitely a killer on the gold lane. I mean, Harris is one of the biggest bullies on the gold lane I know.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very, very true. So, it looks like Econ Province going for the Angela ban. Angela is proving to be quite monstrous in the 5-man scene as of late.
I mean, the Angela with the Florin ban in the lobby as well, and Camilla, they're definitely focusing on the support heroes, so they might know something we don't. But the Joy gets banned out for the second ban of reverse push, so no Electro beats out tonight. So we might see a Suyu pick coming up then.
Yeah, so if you want to dance, you're going to have to play your own music. So Matilda, the final ban, continuing the theme of getting the support roams out of the way by Econ Province. Prince Super with the first pick for reverse push. They've all got that Filipino flag. It's quite nice to see the unity in the team.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, the Filipino flag, they just show you, I mean, that's where Mobile Legends was born, so they were showing us the real skill tonight.
Yeah, that is true. So, Asio with the Hayabusa pick early. A bit of a difficult hero to counter is Hayabusa, but not impossible. Main going for that Suyu to try to deal with the Hayabusa, so we should see a lot of early game pressure from the side of Econ Province. They have Faye Mansa with the Gatto as well. We're just going to watch to see what Grey and Maeve Woolley will lock onto for the side of reverse push.
We definitely need to see some sort of front line being picked up against this Gatto. Kalia, very, very good pick. I mean, if you get the lock onto that Suyu, it's definitely dead. Pick along with Hilda. So that's a very aggressive frontline potential for the side of reverse push, and Blank covering the high loss. So this is going to be a very tanky frontline for both teams. So it's going to be interesting to see which marksmen are going to be picked up to deal with that frontline.
That's true. That is very, very true. I think in potentially Beatrix or a Granger, they're still in the equation right now. Erutel as well.
Only love at night.
But we still have to get through the ban, so it's Sicilian as the next ban for the side of Econ Province, and reverse push with the final ban. Are they going to be going for a mage ban as well? Fasa is still around, Zushin is still around. I will be thinking that they're going for a mage ban with their final ban.
I mean, definitely, Valor also a very, very good ban for the side of reverse push. I would also maybe look at picking up that Zushin for the reverse push against that Hylos and Gatso. As you know, that's any frontliner's worst nightmare, but 99.9% alone. He's very, very alone, but not in the 5-man scene.
Yeah, so he's got the next pick. I was thinking that they would go for the Zushin ban because they don't have the next pick. But looks like they're leaving it open because there's Zushin, there's Fasa. Let's see what they go for. Ooh, deciding to go with the Valentina. Interesting.
That's good. I mean, his stolen Tsunami Slam can be devastating if you don't watch out for that. So that might be no Beatrix then, because you need something that would be able to play with the Purify. Carry Purify very, very good in this lineup. The Vexana, that's an interesting mage pick. I mean, that's another ult for the Valentina to steal.
That's true. That is very true. maybe they're hoping for that, nuke potential, because Valentina does hurt in the early game against, even if you are tanky. If she gets that full combination off, and she does combine nicely with
that I'm still alive.
with the Camilla. I'm not the Camilla, with the Kalia. It's like Tsunami Slam into Internal Guardian.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, that's a guaranteed pick off on a squishy. So Valentina definitely needs to play safe around this and maybe even get that Tsunami Slam onto the higher booster. That could also be game changing. But I love this Brody pick for the final pick to the side of Econ Province. I mean, Brody after the latest buff is a menace in the gold lane. I mean, the range, the burst potential, and without any knockback on his basic attacks, it's very, very good hero to pick up. I love Brody though.
I'm agreeing with you. When I saw the Brody pick come through, I was like, ooh, that could be a game changer moment. Because I mean, his damage output's nuts, and if he gets multiple stacks going, and he hits that torn apart memory, he can wipe out a team.
Definitely. I mean, if you time it correctly on the Hayabusa, so you just need to get your stacks onto the Hayabusa before he commits the Shadow Kill, and then just after the Shadow Kill, just before he uses the clone to get away, you just press the torn apart memories and dead.
Yeah. And that second skill, stun, is also there as well. Both jungles this time starting around the same side of the map. It's gonna be a rush towards the gold lane, we will see. I know this one savage I got with Brody when I used to play the game, right? Now sadly I don't get to play all that much. But this was a savage that wasn't me. This was, when the support is doing better than the actual damage dealer. It was a Tigreal with a 5-man set.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, Tigreal 5-man set is an instant game changer, especially with your Brody, because then you stack your your first skill a lot faster if you have a lot of enemies on top of each other.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. It was late game, I'm playing a Brody. The Tigreal goes in with a full 5-man set. It's just like a Brody's wet dream.
But this Suyu rotation is quite interesting. Going for the full right side jungle kill, but of course...
Yeah, first blood going the way in there. It's a Hayabusa going on with a turret dive underneath. Kalia just trying to stop, as you said, this interesting jungle rotation. They're trying to force the level 4 away. They get a steal as well. So reverse push, using that different, or the advantage of the difference in jungle rotation strategies to their advantage. So there's going to be the Hayabusa. He's going in there underneath the turret. Will not get stand up. Suyu goes in, throws out that. Get it. It's all that. Look at that from the Vexana. The stun comes through, but the follow up from the Valentina chasing down. But it's going to be Valentina taken down as well. It's a 1-for-1 exchange, but they did manage to get the jungler there.
Retreat from the side of Econ Province and from Reverse Push. There's going to be a delayed turtle, so we might see both junglers getting level 5 and all ults being ready for this final first turtle fight. I think it's going to be quite an interesting battle.
Yeah. Well, as a jungler, you do want to get to level... Oh, look at that. The taunt is up there. Kalia has to disengage. Yeah, as a jungler, you do want to be level 5 for this first turtle. Oh, look at that Brody getting a solo kill there. That torn apart memory coming into play. There's the engagement. Our Vitalize has come out from Hylos. He's throwing that first kill. Eve just, Valentina just dancing around there. It's going to be Vexana trying to throw those nukes out to zone. The Hilda with the engagement onto the Hylos. There's the glorious pathway. It's going to be the lift up. There's the Eternal Guardian, Avatar of Guardian into the background. It's the Shadow Kill coming out from the Hayabusa. This battle is continuing. They managed to take down main. The pressure is on here. Reverse push. They've got the advantage. They've got the butt between their teeth. They take down yet another. It's a 2-for-0 exchange. But they're still on the hunt. Valentina dances back to the safety of the tier 1 turret. But that's going to be 2 kills and a turtle going the way of a reverse push.
Beautiful engagement. The patience they had on that engagement from the Kalia as well was beautiful. But the reverse push almost getting caught out by this High Lord. That would be quite interesting if you get caught out just after having a major advantage. But nonetheless, almost a 2k, more than 2k advantage to the side of reverse push going into the 3.5 minute. So they need something, a good team fight set up camp here on the gold lane to get that advantage back.
Yeah, oh, there's the engagement. Shadow Kill comes out onto the Valentina. It's going to be Axio with another pickup, and he's back to safety. That's the danger of a Hayabusa. I mean, if you're a mid laner, you just can't show your face. Nice camp here from Reverse Push. They try to get it onto 99% alone. There's a Tsunami Slam. There's a pickup. Glorious pathway. The flicker is in there. Hylos pops that Revitalize as well, and they manage to get back to safety.
Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful disengagement with a glorious pathway, but a Reverse Push can use this ability now with a Hayabusa also in the bot lane. Just maybe get this tower down. Get the gold laner ability to rotate then.
Yeah. But look at the amount of gold that's going to go the carry's way. And well, we know once carry is fed and online, I mean, if you're a frontliner, it's going to be absolutely GG's for you.
Beautiful. But this Hilda in the top lane just surviving a 2v1 full brawl under the turret. That's why Hilda's so scary. She can just survive everything and just headbutt you out of the way.
Yeah. Hilda's been like that for a while. I remember when she was not meta, I used to like to try and every time I was forced to roam, if I was playing solo queue, I'd pick up a Hilda because, you know, she's just a beast. Oh, there's the knockup onto 2. Tsunami Slam pulling back the Hylos. Glorious pathway comes up, not enough to save. As Brody trying to pull the stacks in there. There's the Avatar of Guardian. They managed to catch one. It's the torn apart memory that has been committed, but still not enough damage. The first push, they're going in. They're surviving through all of this. The CC, the control that's there. They're on the hunt. It's gonna be 3-for-1 exchange. Only the carry being taken down. And look at this Hilda. We're just talking about Hilda. Goes in onto the Brody. It's the conceal play coming out there from the Killia, managing to get the Hilda back to safety. So lots and lots of action in the jungle right now. But Reverse Push with a bit between their teeth.
The second total of the match going uncontested to Reverse Push. That's definitely having a very tough early game for a side of Econ Province. They need to get a more team fight orientated, because currently with that Vixana and the Killia initiation, Hayabusa with a backline dive, they're not going to win an even team fight. So they need to get a few pickoffs maybe even.
Oh, there's a Tsunami Slam with the follow-up. They take down ATN Delta. Didn't even know what hit him. Killia is such a broken roamer.
Beautiful. I mean, Tsunami Slam, the ability to knock up enemies, pull them out, it's pick off, it's set, it's everything you want in a roamer, even healing. So that's everything you want in a roamer all in one. So, but I have to shout out Akio having that Kakashi Hayabusa skin, looking very beautiful here.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even notice that. Didn't notice that's the Naruto skin. How can I not notice that? Nice pick there. Shroomsy. So mid lane being pushed in here, cleared out by the side of Econ Province. They are a little bit on the... Ooh, there's the engagement. Nicely done from the Hayabusa. The Shadow Kill comes out as he takes down Suyu in the jungle. Carry sensing an opportunity, stealing some buffs. The mid lane should be pressured in here with the positioning of the side of Econ. This should be mid lane taken down.
And that's an instant advantage for the side of Reverse Push. I mean, with the first tier 1 turret down in the mid lane, that is instant map pressure from the side of Reverse Push. I mean, no jungle is saved now. So now you have to watch out for anything that comes away. So now the Suyu has to play quite safe, maybe do a split push before farming. I mean, you don't know where this Killia is going to hide then.
Yeah. Brody trying to maybe bait out the carry, but carry sensing that something is not right. There's something, as they say in the Shakespearean world, there's something rotten in the state of Denmark, and decides to move back to safety.
I mean, discipline on a marksman is amazing, but engagement on the Gatto, that's a full combo from the Vex and the Yielder, but Gatto, tanky boy, survives, get out the defensive Avatar of Guardian as well.
Yeah, they used all the skill. There's the engagement clear once more with the flicker Tsunami Slam. They managed to hatch one into the backline. The Eternal Guardian is zoning everybody else away. Are they going to be going for a dive underneath here? The turret, they do have the Suyu and the Hylos cornered up here. Are they going to go for it? Now Gatto is back into the mix. They try to engage onto the Hilda, but Fritz Super, there's the Shadow Kill coming out. The follow-up is from the team. They're going in. Full combination. They managed to take down 2. Brody is there, but Brody being zoned away. It's just Gatto left underneath the turret. Nicely done by Reverse Push. They got the objectives. They got the 2 pickups underneath the turret. Look at the damage coming through from Carry. She doesn't even have the light wheels up. Oh, look at this. This is just like, oh my goodness. Gatto once more forced to use the avatar of Guardian to escape.
Oh, and that is why a carry is a nightmare. I mean, a Fate carry, yeah, you can't do it. As a frontliner, as a tank, Hylos, Gatto, they're never safe. I mean, the damage, and she's almost done with the anti-healing as well. So that's going to be quite devastating.
Yeah. That is true. So, there's going to be the shadow kill coming out from the Hayabusa. But not too much damage being done just yet. Ooh, looks like Hilda has scouted out the Suyu. Suyu sticking around, does use the retribution, gets back to safety. Oh, look at that from main. Fast fingers avoiding the damage from the Hilda ultimate. Meanwhile, Hylos just trying to zone away the Kalia. The stolen tsunami slam by the Valentina. I think she was trying to wait for that tsunami slam. Managed to get it. Let's see how effective this is going to prove.
I mean, 20 seconds up until the first Lord of the match. So we need to get Econ Province into position here. They currently... They know that reverse push is already in position, so might need to get one split push on the bot lane before going for the Lord, or even just leaving the Lord and go for a full split and defense on the lanes.
Yeah, it's very difficult for them to try to contest. I mean, if you think about it, we're at the 10-minute mark. Reverse push already with the Lord, and they have all their turrets up. They haven't lost a single turret.
And there's already a 10k gold lead, almost 9k to be exact, to the side of reverse push as well. So this is the current time we don't want a full 5v5 fight on the Lord, because it's going to be quite devastating. So rather just defend your mid lane here to set up for an uneven fight here. Who knows?
Yeah. So once more clear into the mix. The glorious pathway being baited out there. Carry just throwing a couple of skills. He committed the light wheel as well. They do know the tsunami slam has been stolen. No light wheel available for the carry. The mid lane is being pushed in. The Lord making its way up the top lane, but the shields are still up. So the Lord, we'll see Murderer being sent straight back. It just like the moment, as you see this, the moment the shield has come out, the Hayabusa with the shadow kill, but they managed to get the lock and shut down onto the Hayabusa. But yet another tier 2 turret has been taken down. So they will keep all of that. Ooh, look at that from the Vexana. She's a combination there, doing so much damage to the damage dealers for the side of Econ Province.
So that's definitely another tier 2 tower down as well. So that's all tier 2 towers down. If they can get those barriers, those holy shields cracked, that will definitely be a game changer on the next Lord. I mean, it's still 90 seconds on the next Lord, so plenty of time to get the barriers stacked. And as I said, there goes the top barrier as well. And 12 minutes, then all the barriers are gone anyway. So very, very good dominating game from reverse push in this 12-minute mark. 13-4 with an 8.3k gold advantage.
There's the nuke onto the Hylos. Hylos didn't even get to see the light of day. He could take it down so quickly.
I mean, he had the pathway, but didn't even have time to press the button.
Yeah. They told him, you got the pathway out, we'll show you a shortcut back to the base.
Yeah, we need a pathway when you have a straight route back.
Alright, so we're down to 45 seconds to the next major objective. So you're just scouting out the bushes there. Note that this Kalia is in everywhere. Kalia has just been causing so much of problems, getting pickoffs left, right, and center. I do expect to see this Kalia being banned out in the next match.
Definitely. I mean, Kalia's been dominating since the release of her. And I mean, it's been a while since people started to use her actually, but it's still a very quite devastating hero. Oh! Shadow kill onto the Suyu, gets the pick off. So that's a free Lord to the side of reverse push. Beautiful engagement there.
Nicely done there by reverse push. It's 6 seconds to the Lord. They've got the advantage. As you can see, they're taking that advantage. Got the lanes pushed in very nicely as well, so they have full vision of where Econ Province is. Carry is in the mix, pops that light wheel ultimate and just melts the Lord.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, that light wheel is game-changing damage if you are not able to run away or burst it down. I mean, oh, that Lord taking so much damage. Madara didn't even stand a chance.
Yeah. It was Yeah, that HP based damage from carry. And as you can see, she's already almost full build.
One more item she needs. So that last item is definitely going to be full damage, and then she's going to be quite devastating as well. She already is actually, but yeah. But we do see this lanes for the side of reverse push almost synced up. The mid lane being pushed out a bit earlier than the rest, but top mid wave synced. So there's going to be quite an interesting battle here under the tier 1 turrets.
I'm expecting her to go for that Wind of Nature. The Lord charging up there, Majora in the bot lane. Brody trying to deal with it. The mid lane tier 3 turret has been taken down. It's gonna be the Shadow Kill coming out once more, but it's Carry dishing out the damage. There's a knock up. They managed to catch the Brody, pulling it back. He flickers back to safety. The glorious pathway is there. There's a full-on engagement. The battle is on here. The fight is there. The base is open. Can they get the lock on Carry? Trying to find the angle. They're dancing around. This is the lock. That's the Nexus taken down. It is first game going away of reverse push.
A beautiful, beautiful game. And that Wind of Nature from that carry last second coming in so clutch against that Torn Apart Memories. I mean, GG's to reverse push. Well-deserved game. But as they say, the game ain't over until the cookie crumbles, as a famous man once said, as we head into game number 2.
So we're just getting the lobby set and everything up and running, as we will head into the second game, potentially the last game of the semi-finals, potentially. But we'll see. Maybe we'll go into a third game. Econ Province could even this up, or maybe a reverse push will continue with the performance that they have shown, and take this all the way through to the finals, and get to face Equilibrium tomorrow. Could take this in a clean sweep. Just gonna get the teams into the lobby. They will be swapping out. We'll get the bans, the lobby bans up and running for everybody, and then we're gonna be into the next game. So while we get everything set, for those of you who are tuning in, thank you for tuning in to watch. It's a pleasure to have you here as always. I see lots of comments coming through in the live chat from Johnson, saying the Kakashi skin is one of the best that we've seen. I do agree with you that Kakashi skin is quite sexy. Luke Mac there was wondering why Blank is not on jungle. Well, maybe we'll get to see Blank on jungle in this next game. Maybe we'll get to see what you calling come true. Anonymous saying it's scary to play rank at night. You might face Equilibrium.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I see Equilibrium in queue, I'll just wait a few seconds, wait for them to go in match before I rank. Because I don't mind facing them, but if I want to climb stars, that's not the way to do it.
yeah, true. Well, the way I always see it is like, it depends, right? Because, well, once you've gotten your ranking and stars and your badges, I think of rank more as practice than it is for actual getting stars. Well, I'm saying that right as somebody who played like less than 20 games this season, so I can't really be the one talking.
No, but I mean, after you get your stars, you reach your immortal or glory of honor, whatever is your goal. After that, it does not matter. Then you can go for 5 months. Like, what I would do is I would maybe face EQ once in a rank. If I see I get wasted, then I'll just sit back, wait for them to re-queue, and then I go. I don't want to ruin the whole night. But I have to say, rank season, this season rank hasn't been too bad. I had quite a few interesting games with this Chip and Kalia and even Gatto. Definitely all meta heroes currently. I love it.
Yeah. The ranking, actually for the last few seasons, it's been different. It's a little bit more or less pressure. I remember back in the day when we used to, it was a very different system. This was before the stars. So when you had to push for Immortal, then it was like 100 points. And those were some rough seasons. I think the first season I got Immortal, I think it took me 400 games or so. Granted, I was playing solo queue, but it was that 9 points for a win, minus 11 for a loss. That was really starting to hurt me. The first time I did the Immortal run back then. Why not anyway?
Yeah, but that's crazy. I mean, that forces you to have at least. You need at least a 60% win rate minimum to be able to reach Immortal. But currently, you see a lot of people in the Mythic ranks that I'm sometimes wonder how they get in. Not calling anyone bad players or anything, but it makes you wonder.
Yeah, I see Adrian in the chat there. I think the first season I got Immortal was I ranked a lot with his squad that season. It was I played quite a bit with them. It was all of us getting Immortal for the first time, all at the same time. So it was I see him here in the chat. I know him for quite a long time. Well, let's see what the bans are. So the bans are Florin and Camilla, Joy and Granger. We are ready to start.
Definitely. But I did see Hachiman is reforming Alchemy X, so that might be quite interesting in the next upcoming tournament, though.
We're watching the space to see what's happening. And speaking of spaces, if you haven't pressed that space in between the join and the button and the name, which is called the subscribe button, now would be the time.
Like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content with Waylander at Oshumzi.
Yeah.
But first ban missed from the side of Econ Province. So that's a missed ban, missed opportunity as Super Friends with the first ban reverse push. Once again, banning out the Harith. So, yeah, once again, no magic gold laners today.
Yeah. We would just keep an eye on AT and Delta. Could possibly be a potential lag out. We will watch that. Yeah, Adrian, that was back in the day kind of stuff. It's I do miss playing. I love casting. Don't get me wrong. I love casting. It's like a new passion of mine. But I do miss the opportunity to actually play and even feature in these tournaments. I mean, I cast and stream like literally almost every Mobile Legend tournament that happens here in the Southern African region, but I never get to play in any one of them. But I suppose I'm a bit too old now for all of this, Shumzi.
Who knows? Well, I mean, luckily you have a few extra hands in the casting now, so sign up your team, and then while you play, me and Scarpy will cast, and vice versa. So who knows? Maybe we'll even see Team 7 in the next tournament.
yeah. Maybe I'll get them to sign up. Maybe we'll see what's going to happen. So Blank with the first pick for the side of Econ Province, going for the Kalia and reverse push saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Picking up the Vexana and Hilda once more.
Beautiful. But that is, of course, a Kalia stolen. So that's quite interesting what they're going to be picking up as their roamer currently. As we do see Triss picking up that CC. CC was banned out the first game, but of course not being banned out, now being picked up, and 99.9% alone going for that carry. So we do see a few heroes being swapped out between teams, but there's still a lot of big meta heroes currently open. I mean, Badang is open. I want to see a Badang.
Oh, the Matilda. That's this as a roamer, right? I've been raving about Matilda for a couple of seasons right now, right? For those of you who do chat to me privately, you will know how much I've been talking about Matilda for the longest period of time. I'm so happy that it's finally that she's being utilized so much here in the South African scene.
Alpha is online.
No, definitely. I mean, that's one of the ways you're going against EQ in 5-man rank is if you see that Matilda first ban coming out, EQ's here. I mean, they hate playing against Matilda, and I understand why. That airways, I mean, Matilda's broken. Backline dive, escapability, shields, damage. The damage of Matilda early game is a bit crazy, I have to say.
Agreed. Oh my goodness! And pairing it with an Xborg and a Hilda, this combination is going to be deadly. Oh my goodness! Dairoth being shown here. I'm not sure that Dairoth's gonna be the pick. Maybe to deal with the Hilda. Yeah. Julian works a bit better.
Julian a lot better. But I'm interested to see this Matilda with the last insanity combo. That's going to be very, very insane. But we do see Faza being picked up as the last pick by Econ Province. So Feathered SI going to be quite devastating against that Vexana. So Mia being shown. This is a very interesting pick. I don't think that, yeah, there they swap out. Okay. But both of these marksmen's very, very high farm reliant marksmen. So quite interesting to see what they're going to pick up though.
Goes for the 1-1 pick. 1-1, not bad up against a carry. But for the side of Econ, it's going to be that Kalia into the Fasa combination. We do see Equilibrium use that combo quite well. As we saw in the last match of the semi-finals, in the first semi-final game. Once that Tsunami Slam is just like activated, Fasa should ulti. It's a very devastating combination, though it's X-Borg that could prove to be the problem. I mean, the X-Borg Matilda Hilda is extremely deadly, and you've got the nukes coming in, the both engage and counter engage ability of a Vexana. I mean, these are two very strong lineups, but it's going to come down to execution right now. But I don't know what you think, Shroomsy, who you're favoring in terms of draft. I don't know, chat, who you're favoring in terms of draft.
I have to say, honestly, it's 50-50. All depends. Both teams have excellent drafting capabilities. I mean, it's hard to pick a counter, but I have to say, I would pick reverse push due to the fact that I am an X-Borg main, and I know Akio is currently number 2 in South Africa, so it's interesting to see him in a tournament setup as a jungler. You don't see him anymore, though, but so that's why I would pick reverse pushes due to the fact of X-Borg alone.
As we say, Adrian there in the chat stating that the Matilda Hilda is going to prove to be a nightmare for the Julian. Yeah, unless he can keep his second skill set, he's going to have a huge, very, very difficult time dealing with those two.
But I'm loving to see this Matilda using the fast wave clear capabilities with that second skill of hers, being able to drag the X-Borg back to the second buff earlier. So there's a good rotation, but there's Kalia in the bush being scouted out. So Julian opting to go once again for a full jungle clear. So it's going to be a quite interesting matchup once again on this gold lane now.
Well, there was a game that Seppi and I were casting very, very recently. It was the Carry First Africa Cup Women's Grand Finals, Morocco versus Egypt. The ladies there were, oh, my goodness, like you wouldn't say these were like, not to be sound sexist, right? I'm just saying it as it is. They were so surprising, like how amazingly good they were. It was like a Matilda Eve or a Matilda Vexana combinations in the mid lane. They were just dominating the mid lane because Matilda gives you that advantage to get your wave cleared out so quickly in the early game, and a lot of poke, as you can see here. Clear forced back into the jungle.
Beautiful. I mean, a lot of these women teams in the Northern African region are struggling to say they're going to give our pro teams in South Africa a run for their money, I have to say.
Yeah,
they're really good in Northern Africa.
Yeah, they are. We're having cast that game there with Seppi. You should. But if you ever get the chance to talk to him, you will see the first turtle being taken down here by reverse push. They're going in. There's a feathered airstrike, but it's the X-Borg with that pick off. The circling eagle does come out. The knock up 1-1. There's Hilda into the mix. Eternal Guardian has a follow-up. Enhanced second skill by main there on the Julian, but he's gonna get taken down. That's first blood there to make that 2 kills. Oh my goodness, both go the way of reverse push.
Beautiful. Then this Hilda just being able to have free roam to tower dive and Matilda just bring her back to safety is killer combination. The Julian definitely has to save his second skill a bit more to be able to get away from that Hilda and the Matilda combination. So he's definitely going to have to watch out for that one.
Yeah. That is true. There's a knock up there. Oh, Tsunami Slam, but Matilda manages to escape it. Circling Eagle underneath the turret, but dashes away. Julian into the mix there. Just throws on a couple of basic attacks at Maeve Willie on that Matilda. Matilda escaping back to safety. Hilda was taken down quite low there by Cece. Cece may be one of the heroes that can deal with a Hilda in the early game.
Yeah, because first skill also does HP based damage, so that's a very, very good counter to any tanky XP laners. Just pick up a CC, you'll win your lane most of the times.
So we are watching a potential battle around the gold lane. It's a 1-1 trying to get the crossbow tank settled to somebody. As already there, it's Kalia and Carrie being wrapped around there. Look at the nukes that come in. Oh, CC gets the kill onto the Hilda. Meanwhile, Feathered Airstrike is there just zoning everybody away. Almost another pickup there for the side of Econ Province as they get a kill onto the board with just slightly over 10 seconds to go for the next Lord. The next turtle.
Definitely. It's quite a devastating XP lane battle between this Hilda and the CC. CC also rotating for this turtle, so this is going to be a full team turtle fight. As they're looking for this 1-1, sensing the danger, gets back to safety. Discipline on the marksman, that's the thing I love to see the most, I have to say.
Turtle being started and reset here. There's the CC going in here, managed to get the curtain call out, but into Vexana with the counter to engage Eternal Guard. Julian, enhanced second skill. Tsunami's nails coming out, Feathered Airstrike into the mix. It's gonna be the last insanity. Bang! It explodes as it's a 2-for-1 exchange going the way of reverse push.
So that's definitely a free turtle for reverse push. Incom Promise definitely not going to be able to contest it, but they're still going to try here with the CC, but decides to just back away to safety and farm up. But beautiful engagement coming out from reverse push's side. This last insanity taking out the Julian was definitely giving them the opportunity to have a free turtle and possibly even having a gold lead, almost a 2k gold lead to the side of reverse push on the 5-minute mark. Beautiful.
It did all get set up by Grey there on that Vexana. Using the Vexana skill as a counter engagement. When you've got up against the lineup that you can see, that Vexana has to be very disciplined. There's a Tsunami Slam into the Feathered Airstrike. The Eternal Guardian comes out. The Circling Eagle is there. It's going to be the X-Borg into the mix. He gets knocked up by the Julian. They don't go in for a full-on commitment underneath this tier 1 mid lane turret. Are going to be going for a little bit of a jungle invade here. Now they opt against it, just securing the litho and then moving back. So the reverse push taking us a little bit easy this game, not wanting to push too much, waiting, knowing that Econ are a good team, so don't want to overextend and pay the price, shall we say.
Oh, definitely. Beautiful Tsunami Slam onto the Vexana, into the Feathered Airstrike, and Julian with a follow-up. Beautiful takedown on that Vexana. So that's why you have to watch out for this Kalia. You never safe near a bush.
Yeah. That is true. There's the concealed play coming out. They want to go in onto the 1-1. 1-1 has that mobility. Manages to second scale to safety. Meanwhile, Xio and Mlbb, they're just zoning the rest of the team out as 1-1 is just continuing to have a nice time farming.
Beautiful. Interesting to see this Expo going to take a little while longer before he comes online, opting to go for that Radiant Armor first before going for that War Axe. So definitely respecting the Econ Province draft in this stage.
Oh, there's the engagement. Eternal Guard does come out. They manage to take down Grey. There's the Tsunami Slam onto the Hilda under the base, but Hilda's so tanky. She just turns around, throws an axe kill, gets a knock up. There's going to be the Circling Eagle coming out with the Guiding Winds back, pulling everybody back to safety. Just created the space. It's a 2-for-1 exchange overall, with the 1-1 getting a kill there on the top lane. Managing to finally set that crossbow tanks. And yeah, as you were saying, another turtle. Another turret.
Yeah, a beautiful plays from both teams, but reverse push having the discipline to only take the necessary engagement on the Julian, taking out the jungler before the objective. Beautiful plays here, but we do see them forcing this mid turret.
Fasa using the Feathered Airstrike just to keep that safe. The range on that Feathered Airstrike is nuts.
Definitely. That's what makes Father so devastating. She has the ability to clear waves, zone enemies, burst down, nuke everyone.
Yeah. So it's the last insanity we use defensively. 1-1 into the mix. Wants to try to get that crossbow tanks off. Just going back to the Fasa. Today we got to see Juju MC on that Fasa. Well, the one thing I would say I really liked about his Fasa gameplay is his understanding of bushes, like knowing which is the exact bush you need to be in to get the best out of that ultimate. So Feathered Airstrike once more onto the Hilda. CC there with the finish off. As the mid lane wave is being pushed in 1-1, getting the lock on, will take down this mid lane turret. It's going to be 1-1, turns around, trying to get that, there's going to be the Tsunami Slam. 1-1, does manage to get the crossbow tanks procced, but it was Matilda who got that pick-off kill there. Onto the clear. Last Insanity comes through from the Xborg. What the repositioning is there from the side of Econ Province. However, they did lose that mid lane turret. There's the Fasa with the Feathered Airstrike. The CC into the front line, throws out the curtain call. Gonna get CC'd up, however, Vengeance not enough. Vixana gets the kill. 1-1 with the crossbow tanks, takes down another. She's on the hunt, she's chasing. Oh my goodness, pops out that Wind of Nature. There's the knockup from the Kalia, but the second skill once more saving this 1-1, and that guiding wins. Look at the amount of shield 1-1 picked up from that.
Oh, crazy. I mean, with Matilda, only with all you need is you just need the Enchanted Talisman and you need that Flask of Aces, and she's dominating as a roam. I mean, beautiful, beautiful engagement. Giving the team the opportunity to have the first Lord of the match uncontested. But I have to say, the Spars are definitely having a good game, but there just needs to be a little bit more team coordination from the side of Econ Province to secure this Lord and objectives, of course, as well.
That is true. That is true. So this the Lord being sacrificed and Econ going for the split push, which was what you could do, or what they should have done. There wasn't much they could do to contest, with the goal difference being around 5k, almost 5k, 4.5k.
Definitely, but the Lord barreling down the mid lane, so this might be a tier 2 turret falling from the side of Econ Province. So interesting to see what fight is going to happen and occur here.
So the Lord being melted away here by CC. Nice pull on the Lord, pulling it away from the tier 2 turret. So Econ Province doing an excellent job of getting the defensive game going. I do like to see XP laners pulling Lords. You don't get to see it all that often, which is surprising in my opinion. 1-1 having other ideas. Oh, gets that the crossbow tag off. She's going for it, but the Vengeance does come out. The Circling Eagle is in there. They use that as space to take down one, potentially two tier 2 turrets. That should be the last tier 2 turret, and so with the next Lord, the base could prove to be open. So a lot's gonna come down to the decision making here of Econ. How are they going to be dealing with the amount of pressure being placed on them? The curtain call comes out from the CC onto 2, but she's not really wanting to go in. 1-1 doesn't have the cross, but oh, there's a conceal play from the Kalia. They managed to Tsunami Slam the Hilda. It's Fasa with the Feathered Airstrike, but the guiding winds just pulls Hilda to safety. It's like nothing even happened to the Hilda. Look at the health bar.
Hilda tanky, just healing up with that Matilda as well. I mean, that's infinite shields and healing for Hilda. Tanky. But yeah, that was a wasted Tsunami Slam on the Hilda, looking to get a pick off but not securing that. But that's of course another 49 seconds before the next major objective. So Econ Promise definitely still have time to farm up a bit, even maybe get into position, get a pick off, and then get an easy Lord. So you can't count them out just yet, as all the ultimates are basically back up again.
Well, look at the gold on the 1-1. That's crazy. It's almost 10k gold.
Oh, and that is instantly. I mean, if 1-1 is fed, that's game over. They need to shut down this 1-1 ASAP.
Yeah. There's the engagement onto the CC. I mean, look at that. She just basic attacked CC down to half HP, forcing the Econ Province back out reverse push. Nice discipline from them, as they are creating the space they need to go for the second Lord of the game.
I mean, there's a slow push bot lane in, top and mid is getting pushed in, so beautiful wave and map control from the side of reverse push. Definitely securing this Lord uncontested. So this might just be a few tier 1 turrets getting caught out here. But it all comes down to the discipline from a reverse push, not over-engaging before the Lord pops up.
May the Lord will be with us shortly. Hilda getting one wave pushed in as the team. They're going for a very nice 4-1 split. Reverse push. Matilda almost at level 15 as they're allowing the Xbox to frontline for the team. Julian, he's going to engage onto Mlbb there on that Matilda. The Lord coming down the mid lane here, barreling down mid as reverse pusher just patiently waiting for the opportunity to go in a bit crazy. They know they've got the gold advantage, the item advantage. Xbox with that immortality is going to try to start things off here. The Lord, once again, CC doing a beautiful job pulling the Lord. There's a feathered airstrike here. Lord does manage to get the charge on, but as he's taken down halfway, it's going to be 1-1 into the mix. The Eternal Guardian does come out. The Circling Eagle into the backline carry. Light wheels out, dishing out the damage as Hilda tsunami slammed and controlled up. Pops that revitalized, but just not enough. The tier 3 turrets are still standing. Nice defense from the side of Econ Province. They take down one. They're going in for more. The knockup comes in from the Julian. Oh, it's going to be CC into the backline. She gets the double. It's going to be the 1-1 gets the kill and the mid lane turret. 1-1 wants to go in for more. It's going to be the tsunami slam that comes out. 1-1 hour trying to get the crossbow tanks out, but got taken down. I suppose a decent defense for the side of Econ. Our first push couldn't end this. It went 4-1. Make that. Oh my goodness, CC. No, full team wipe there. Opportunity to take down some turrets here for the side of Econ Province.
Definitely. That's definitely one. Might even be, that's definitely two towers down the mid lane. So this gives a reverse push the opportunity, Econ Province the opportunity to come back, get a bit more map advantage, even get a bit farm out here, as they do have a bit more mid lane control now as well. But beautiful defense. I mean, that was a discipline I know Econ Province to have.
Yeah, that's CC going in at just the right time, cleaning up the backline. They are trying to take down another turret. It's if you think about it, right, this is a very disciplined second game. It's 10 kills to 10 kills from both teams. It's just the control, you could say, like the teamwork that comes in from reverse push that's got them the control that they have so far. But with 10 seconds to go to the next Lord, this is going to prove to be very interesting. I want to see who manages to outmaneuver the other.
Oh, beautiful. And once again, that slow push getting started on the top lane, but CC having the discipline, go clearing that lane, giving the opportunity for Econ to contest this Lord. So this is going to be, I think, a full 5v5 Lord fight. So it doesn't matter who gets a Lord, it matters who wins this team fight.
Yeah, I agree. We're at the 16-minute mark. CC trying to frontline, taking a lot of damage in there. There's the knockups coming. The Lord is quite low. 1-1 trying to get the front line. There's going to be the concealed play coming through. It's going to be Vexana with the Eternal Guardian. There, Fasa with the feathered airstrike. Hilda manages to get a pick-up kill there. It's going to be 2 taken down for the side of Econ Province. It's a 1-1. She's just hunting, trying to get something going. The Lord did go the way of the reverse push through all of this. They're going to take down one more. It's just 2 people left alive. I don't think they're going to be able to lock on and deal with us here. It's the curtain call that comes up at 1-1. She's not interested. She's just basic attacking people in the fountain there. And it's reverse push. Taking the second game, clean sweep fashion, marching their way all the way to the finals. It's gonna be reverse push up against Equilibrium tomorrow night, Shroomsy. So reverse push, they're picking up four kills towards the end, managing to clutch out this game, taking it 2-0. One massive team fight. They won that, took the Lord as well, and have marched their way through to the finals. But Econ Province Well done to you, getting all the way to the semi-finals, giving us a good game all the way up into this second match here in the semi-finals. But congratulations to the 2 finalists in the most wanted list. It's going to be Reverse Push. It's going to be Equilibrium. It's going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be the decision as to who will be crowned champions in the most wanted list. Shroomsy, you're excited.
Excited as always. I mean, who better to see the finalists in the Reverse Push and Equilibrium, both having devastating performances, good matches overall, amazing drafts, good comps. I mean, definitely both teams have amazing skills, so it's going to be a very interesting match tomorrow, I would say. And what a better way to end off and send off the most wanted list than these finalists.
Yeah. So everybody stay tuned for tomorrow night. We will have all the information and stuff up and running so that everybody is here, everybody is aware, and they know what's going to be cooking in the finals, the grand finals of the most wanted list. But this was an exciting Saturday evening. Some very, very good matches in this semi-final here, Shroomsy.
Definitely. I mean, we did see devastating, dominating performances. We did see close, disciplined games. So, I mean, what a way to spend your Saturday with all this action. I mean, where else do you get it than on Waylander Gaming, eh?
yeah. And on that note, for those of you tuning in, if you haven't pressed it already, smash that like, share, and subscribe button. We're marching our way towards the 1K subs. Hopefully, we'll get that to that point pretty soon. And so that'll be a very big thank you to all the people who have supported us along the way. We do have a lot of supporters of the channel, like Adrian, who's been there from the beginning. Just to name one person who's in the live chat out of the many. So if I haven't shouted you out, my apologies. I think we will do something for the subscribers once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, Shroomsy.
Definitely. There's a lot of things that's in the pipeline. So if you want to see action, maybe even a possible giveaway or 2 secrets, but follow the Facebook, follow up WhatsApp group. All information is in the description, and stay tuned for all the information coming up. And there's a lot of that to be shared, I have to say.
All right. So on that very secretive note, we're gonna end tonight's streams. Thank you everybody for tuning in to watch. It was a pleasure to have you with us.